Inspired by sound.
Hello everyone, how's it going? It's been a while since we've done one of these and I thought we should rectify that. This is video number 34 in Inspired by Sound. This one is about three pianos, three of my favourite pianos. I'm just going to move the mic a little closer. Right. So in front of me I have the Koei X Pro from Acoustic Samples, I have the Ravenscroft 275 from VI Labs, and I have Spectrasonics Keyscape LA Custom C7. Now I know pianos are very subjective, so these are just my three favourites. I'll tell you the order of my favourites later, but in the track order in Logic, there's Koei on top, then Ravenscroft, and then Keyscape. And this track that you're hearing now, Guess Where You'll End Up Next, will be showing in the cards, or will have been showing in the cards a couple seconds earlier. This is our control piece for the day as well, by the way, so I'm going to use this to play over, because this is the track I actually wrote with the Keyscape, and I'm going to play it on all three of these pianos and you can hear what it's like. So, let's get started and see what you guys make of these things. I'd be interested. So, I don't expect this to be very long, but I'm just going to show you how I feel about each of these and why I like them. So, the first then is the Koei piano. Now, this is good for all kinds of different stuff. It's good for your loud, harshy, kind of poppy stuff. But it's also good for softer stuff as well, so I'm going to turn the mic down for that and play a little bit and show you what I mean. Rings out beautifully, has a nice feel to it, and it doesn't play very softly, but as in the dynamic on it. But the other two, they're different in this respect, and this is also good for quite fast pieces and good staccato. And then we move down to the Ravenscroft 275. Very different feel. This is my own custom patch, by the way, which I can give to you if you like. It's a complete thing, but you are welcome to it. And it's my sort of patch of choice when I'm doing these sort of things. I like it a lot. And this is good for soft and hard pieces, actually. And of course, this is not to mention, by the way, the tweakability of any of these pianos. These are, apart from, of course, this being my own custom patch. The default one is the Koei Rim preset. This one is my own, because of the velocity curve. I changed it from the patch. And the last one is the Keyscape C7 with the default patch, which is called, and I have to look it up because I just forgot. Are you going to talk to me? No. Apparently not. And why not? I don't know. But it's not, apparently. Well, I'll tell you, I'll write it in the video. That way, we're all sure what we're doing. I wonder why we're having a non-talking day. That's really rare, by the way, that this happens. Never mind. So, alright, never mind that. I'll just play you this patch now. This is the Ravenscroft 275, as I say, and we can see what we think of this. Don't you like it when things go wrong live? Anyway. I remembered the name of the patch that won't tell me. It's called Ballad. So yeah, that's the Ravenscroft. So I'm going to do a couple of things as well. I'm going to play it again on the keyscape and just show you what that's like as well. And then we're going to go back over it from top to bottom using a control experiment. You can see what we can see. Keyscape now. So they're all different. They all have different characteristics, and they fascinate me because they're so special in each of their own little ways, and that's what I find the joy about each of these pianos. I don't know what you guys think about that, and if you guys own any of these, I'd be very interested to hear, if you do, what you think. And I got my speech back. So I was right, it's LA Custom C7 Ballad. I'm glad that I managed to sort that out live on the video. It's so exciting. Right, so back to the top then. Kawai, or Kawai. Kawai, I don't know. I always get it wrong, by the way. Anyone? Tell me in the comments. Kawai or Kawai? X Pro from Acoustic Samples. This is one of the very first, in fact, I think it's the very first Kontakt piano that I ever bought for myself. And I really like this one. Maybe because of that, it has sentimental value. It's very playable, it's very nice. So I'm going to play the same phrase on each, and then you can see what you think. So in every instance, it was Kawai, Ravenscroft, and then Keyscape. And that's how I chose to do that. Alright, so now we have this control experiment that I was talking about, which I'm going to start with the Keyscape because that's how I wrote it. And I've got basically the bass and drums here. No, there we go. It's one of these days today. Bass and drums from Guess Where You'll End Up Next. And if I can play it as close to the original as possible, then we can play it on each of these pianos and see how it comes out. And you can see what you think of that. So let me start it from the top and then play along with it and see what you guys make of these three. Are we in the right place? I think we are, yes. Alright. I'm not going to get the bit in because it's coming in quicker than I am able to jump from pressing the key across on the other keyboard to me playing it. So let's just pretend, all right? Yeah, come on, let's go with it. I'll tell you a story about this piece. When I initially wrote it with slightly different chords, so at the end, I wrote it slightly different. So when you hear it played back at the end particularly, I have to work out exactly what I did. It plays a little bit wrong, but that's alright. That happens. I changed it and I never rewrote the bass line for it, so where are we? It's, there. Stop there. I always go to E. So when I've been teaching people this piece, which I have been, there's a guitarist I've been working with on a lovely version of this, and he played over it. I've been teaching him the new version, and he's like, when you sent me this version, you know, it doesn't seem quite the same. I was like, oh yeah, I've got to change that. So pardon my mistakes on my own piece. You can laugh at me, I don't mind. That's all right, that's all part of music. So we've played it on the Keyscape, now let's play it on the Kawai and then the Ravenscroft. And I think I'll just skip the last part so I don't embarrass myself anymore. Hey, I actually remembered it. I remembered the original version. Okay, good stuff. And now, of course, the Ravenscroft 275. You'll probably be sick of hearing this by the end of this, but you have to have a control experiment so you can hear these three in situ. Hope you don't mind. Here we go again. So there we go, those are the three. So I'm curious to know what you guys make of all of them and how they all come across as different. Because I like them all for different reasons. I like the Kawai. It's kind of bright and harsh, but not harsh in an obnoxious way. It's lovely to play. It's my default when I load a Logic project. This is the one that comes up immediately and I like it. And then the Ravenscroft for beauty, and I can play hours on this one. Like that too. And it's good for your stride stuff, which I'm really bad at, so I'm only going to do a bit of it, but it's very good for stride piano. The Ravenscroft is immense. I don't know, it just feels... Yeah, told you I was bad at stride. And then the Keyscape piano, which is the... quickest of them all to respond. It has no key off release samples as far as I can, or not quite the normal ones that you'd expect. It's sort of interesting. The hammers come back very quick and it's unusual, but it's good for different things. I like it. It's good for your slow and thoughtful, low bass stuff. This is also the harshest and brightest of them, even though the Kawai is quite harsh and bright. You can hit this thing hard and get a very quick, abrupt response out of it. You see, these upper notes are very hard hitting. So they're not for everyone. None of these. You might not like any of them. But as my go-tos, yeah, I come to these time and time and time again. So that's it, really. I hope that you've enjoyed this little thing. And I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching a lot, of course. And feel free to support the channel on Patreon if you have a mind to do that. And if you don't, that's okay too. But yeah, every little helps, as Tesco says. Now, please don't sue me for saying that one. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'll see you next time. And I'm going to try and do a video. I shouldn't say this because it's not going to happen now. Whether it's a vlog. I started vlogs, by the way. Different playlist, different part of the channel. But I started little vlogs. So I won't say what I was going to say. I'm going to attempt something. But whether it works or not, I guess you'll find out and be the recipient thereof. I'm scared because I know it's not going to work. I've got a holiday next week from the 11th of August with my family in south of France. So there's probably a high possibility that what I say will not happen. So I don't want to jinx it. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you again soon.